Good morning. We are on our way to a DaVita appointment. I swear I thought it was tomorrow, but it's not. Today is Tuesday, so we're headed on out. Good gosh. It's a good thing I took a look too on my calendar, because usually they call you, but they did not call, let me tell you. And I'm really hoping that it's just going to be a quick appointment, because I've got a ton to do. Once a year you have to get the tuberculosis test, and so I think that's what I get today. And then I have to come back in a couple days just to get it read, so that I don't know, I guess I prove that I don't have tuberculosis. As far as I know, I don't have tuberculosis. And apparently it's a really terrible disease, so I'm glad that I do not have tuberculosis. Yeah, like that's, one less thing on my list. So other than that, things are good. Just living life. It's pretty chilly today, even though outside looks beautiful, and it is beautiful. The last pop-up shop, which was this last weekend, was really, really good. It was a bike car show situation, and it was really fun, and I was happy to see such a large crowd there, and I just feel accomplished, because it's like when I'm able to do these kind of events, I really find it a lot of pressure, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the best event possible. And I know that I don't carry any responsibility for what other vendors might make, but I don't want it to be lame. So in my geneticness, I can't let things just be half-assed or lame. I have to go 1,000%. And so I'm really focused on that right now. So yeah. Well, Ben went back to his dad's yesterday, so the apartment seemed pretty sad and quiet until little Mr. Char Bear showed up. Oh, he's so funny. What a funny kid. I didn't eat yesterday. I decided to do a fast. And I saw nothing phenomenal, really, with my drain numbers. And I feel fine. Like I'm not necessarily starving right now. But I don't know. I do know that I'm going to pick up some steaks, and we're going to grill them later on tonight. So that'll be delicious, because I don't know, grilling steaks to me is just so delicious. So good. Something different about that versus like pan fried. Oh, and tomorrow I have breakfast with Glenda. Yeah, because we didn't have it yesterday or today. Mostly because my doctor's appointment today, and she had a doctor's appointment yesterday, so it just worked out for Wednesday, which normally we will usually just go ahead and skip, and then we'll be like, we'll just see you next week, whatever. But lately it's like, no, we have to meet. We got to give out, all the gossip and spill the tea, and make sure that, everything's good. And so, yeah. I think I see Dr. Olivier today, now that I'm thinking about it. He should be making his rounds, I guess. I don't even know, because I feel like I just saw him over the phone, technically, like a week or so ago, but I don't know. It gets all disheveled sometimes, all your appointments that you have to keep, which can feel overwhelming. And I do have to tell you that, again, you're always your own advocate. Like, I have a really good medical team that I feel like listens to me. But sometimes, because of different reasons, there's new people that show up. Because usually when you have, or I would say when you deal with DaVita as the company itself, oncologist, and then you have like, I think she's like the social worker, and you have a dietitian, so there are all these key people that come together and they meet with you. They're like a team, your team, so that if there's any issues in any area, then everybody knows, and they're not having to be like telling each other, or emailing each other information. They're just like, here it is. And I think that's really beneficial, because then you're not having to tell your dang story to 3 or 4 different people. But at the same time, when new people show up, it's always important to really listen to what they're saying and how they're telling you to take care of yourself. And the reason I bring that up is because I've had many a dietitian, and I think it's because of my insurance. I am on the government access program, but I'm also with United Healthcare, which I love United Healthcare. Let me tell you what, they are the nicest, most helpful people in the world. Like, if you need to make a doctor's appointment, you just call them and they will call for you, with you, to get it taken care of. Access, not so much. So, and there's a bunch of different little programs you can get on with United Health, which is really cool. That helps subsidize your food bill or your electric bill, whatever. There's like just different things. Anyways, one of the things they do offer is a dietitian, and so I don't know if it's because of that or other people or other organizations, because everybody wants a piece of the dollar, right? And so they will like to contact me and talk to me about kidney health and how to eat properly. And I remember I was talking to one gal, and we were talking about me working out, and I was like, yeah, I normally take Smokey out every morning. It's just been such a struggle because I've been so tired lately, but I normally take Smokey out. We walk our 30 minutes, and then I try to get in another workout, whatever that may look like for the day. And sometimes it's laundry. And anyway, we were talking, and she's like, what really good exercise for you is swimming. And I was like, we can't swim. I mean, technically, I guess, we can, or it's more favorable in an ocean. Like, if you're gonna dip, just do it in the ocean. But I just have my misgivings about that. I'm not quite sure about that. I feel a little on edge with that. And then there's also like, you can swim in a private pool, especially if it's your private pool and you know who is in there with you. I definitely feel like that would be awesome, because that's the one thing that I really do miss about in life about being on dialysis is I would love to swim, but I can't. And I can't in the apartment pool, because there's like no way. I've even asked several pool owners, like, what if I was the first person in the pool that day at the apartments? And they're like, don't try it. And I'm like, what if I witnessed them cleaning the pool, and I had made sure that everything was clean, and they're like, don't do it. Because they're like, it's just nasty. It's just not what you want to even risk. And so I'm like, fine, I won't do it. But with all that, I had to tell this gal, like, we can't swim. We have a port. And then she was like, we laughed about it and stuff like that. But it's just funny how they don't have any idea sometimes. Like, they're trying to be helpful, but she did admit, like, well, I actually really don't know much about kidney disease specifically. And I'm just like, why are you calling me then? The other thing she was suggesting, and I don't remember why, it may have been potassium, was to eat beets. She's like, oh yeah, beets are so great. They're la 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 la. And I said, we can't eat beets unless they've been cooked thoroughly, like a processing of being cooked. Now, I don't know if that means you can get the raw ones and then cook them on your stove, or if that means like thou shalt not eat raw beets, or if you have to do it just canned beets. Now, I love beets. Like, I could sit there and eat a can of beets, that no problem. do it, but I've never done it myself. But again, I reminded her about that, and she's like, oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's right. And I'm like, oh my God, like I do, like we have to be advocates for ourselves, even when we're getting sent help from the medical field. And I think too, when we're like hospitalized or something, don't be afraid to tell them, like, I didn't see you wash your hands, I'm sorry, could you do that again? Because it's serious. Like, it's serious stuff for us. So anyways, I got so busy talking that I'm not quite sure. I know where I'm at, but I don't know quite how to get to DeVita from this point. So I'm going to let you go so that I can put my MapQuest in here eventually. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.